G'day, John. Hope you're well. I'm going to be taking you through your exercise program today. So, I understand you want to lose a bit of weight and also gain a little bit of fitness. So before we start, I understand you have high blood pressure. So at any time throughout this program, you start feeling a little bit sick or anything becomes really difficult for you, I want you to stop. Try the easier version or the regression of each exercise. If that's still too much for you, just stop the exercise completely and let us know. Okay, I want to make sure you're safe. That's very important. Now, I want to make sure you have a safe space around you. So as you can see here, I've got a garage going, just an open space, nothing that I'm going to run into or anything that's going to injure me, because we don't want that. Also, need you to have a chair nearby, so just a normal household chair. And if you're feeling really good, maybe some walks. And when I say weights, I'm not talking about big weights, just a water bottle that's filled up. Okay. Now, for the aims of this session today, we want to increase your strength because we want to make sure that in long term, we want to get you moving pain-free, because I understand you're a bit stiff and sore and you haven't really exercised much in a long, long time since your footy grand final, I think. So that's number one. Number two is to reduce your BMI, so your fat mass pretty much. And number three is to increase your mobility so that you're less stiff and less sore, especially around your shoulders. Okay, so we're going to get into our warm-up now. We're going to take it nice and easy since we know you haven't exercised in a very, very long time. So I'd like you to get up on your feet. We're going to start off with some marching on the spot, just like the blokes in the army, okay? Really driving the knees up, moving your elbows as well, okay? We're going to be doing that for 30 seconds, okay? So you'll do that for 30 seconds. Then you're going to get into shoulder circles, okay? So whilst you're there, we're going to go 10 forward and then 10 back. Really make sure we're getting our shoulders as high as possible, our hands as high as possible, because I understand that your shoulder range isn't really too good. So that's something that we're going to do to work on that. Okay. Then we're going to get into leg swings. So if you have a chair nearby, you can use for balance. Okay. Get your hand on there and just keeping a straight leg, going as far forward and backwards as you can. Just loosening up your hips and doing that for both legs. Okay. And then the last one we're going to do, we're going to get on the floor and we're going to do a dynamic lower back stretch. Okay, so getting one leg over the other one, and swapping legs, keeping the hands on the floor, and just rotating. Okay. And you'll do that lower back rotational stretch. You'll do that 5 ways each leg. So 10 in total, everything else, 10 each leg, then obviously marching on the spot for 30 seconds. Okay, now we're going to get into our main session. So I hope you're feeling a little bit warmed up and ready to go. Our first exercise is going to be a sit to stand. So if you grab that chair that I was talking about before, we're going to have that here. It is very simply just sitting down on the chair and getting back up, okay? A couple of things I want you to think about: driving through your heels, keeping nice tall posture and not using your hands, okay? We're getting up just like that, okay? Sitting back down and then coming up, okay? We're gonna do that for 3 sets of 10 repetitions. So you do that 10 times and then take a rest. Now, every exercise in this main session that we're doing today is gonna be the 3 sets of 10 reps. Apart from the plank we do at the end, that's gonna be timed. I'll explain that later. Now, if that is too easy, then you can just do a normal squat. Now, if that is too hard, what I can get you to do is, from here, you can use your hands to support you getting up out of the chair, okay? So instead of going without hands, you can use your hands if it is too hard, okay? Otherwise, if that is too easy, we won't need the chair. We're just going to do a normal squat. So the same thing, driving through your heels, keeping nice good posture, and then coming up, okay? So that's a really good lower body exercise, especially for your quads and your glutes, which might help with addressing your knee, mainly your knee pain as well. We really want to get rid of that. Our next exercise is going to be a push-up on our knees, okay? So this is really going to work your upper body. So specifically your chest, shoulders, and triceps, okay? So we're going to get it on the floor, okay? Knees on the ground. We're going to lower ourselves down to the ground, keeping our back straight, just like this, and then pushing up as explosively as we can. Okay? Give you a side view. Okay. If that is too hard, we can get you to do it on a wall. So you can even use your fridge, like I'm going to do this here. Okay? We're going to be standing up and then going into the wall here. Okay? If it's too easy, we can do regular push-ups. Okay? So back down on the floor. Instead of being on our knees, we're going to be doing it on our toes. Okay? Our next exercise is going to be glute bridges. So we're going to stay on the floor. This is really going to work your hips, so the back of your hips, and it might even help reduce your lower back pain. Okay? What we're going to do is, we're going to line our backs, shuffle over so you can see a little bit better. We're going to get our knees and feet into this position here. And what we're going to do is drive up with our glutes and our hips, okay? Just like this. Okay, if that is too hard, I want you to get to this top position and just hold it for 20 seconds, okay? If that is too easy, we can make this a lot more challenging by adding in just doing it with one leg. So keeping one leg on the floor and one leg elevated. Like this, okay? Give you a side on view. Remember, everything we're doing is 3 sets of 10 repetitions, okay? Our next exercise is going to be prone YTWs. That sounds really fancy, but all it means is we're going to be on the ground forming a Y, T, and W, just like the alphabet, okay? I'm sure you know the alphabet. Okay, so what we're going to do is, we're over here on the ground, we're going to form a Y, T, and W, okay? So from behind, all it is making a Y, T, and W. Really emphasizing when you do the W, you pull your shoulder blades down and back, okay? Now, if that is too hard for you, we're just gonna do the T, okay? So just the T. So on the ground, it will just look like this. So let our hands touch the floor, and we'll pull our shoulder blades back to form the T, raising our hand off the ground, okay? If that is too easy and you feel like more of a challenge, grab your drink bottle. If you have 2 drink bottles, awesome. One will do, and it will just do the YTW holding the drink bottle, okay? So very simply, just like that, okay? Y, you know how it goes, okay? Okay, our next exercise is going to be bird dogs. We're going to make it a little bit easier. Now, these are really going to help with your balance and coordination and your hip stability, okay? So, we're still on the floor. We're going to get on all fours, okay? Just like this. Now, for this version here, we're going to do just the legs. So, we're going to kick back with our legs and swap legs each time, okay? We're going to be doing 5 each leg, okay? Now, if that is too easy, if that's too hard, you can do just the arms. You won't move your legs, okay? So you'll stay in this position here, just raising your arms up, okay? If it's too easy and you're feeling like you want a challenge, we'll do both arms and legs at the same time. So your opposite arm goes with your opposite leg. Okay, so left arm comes up, right leg goes back. At the same time, it'll look like this. Okay, I'll give you a side on view. Okay, so our next exercise is going to be calf raises. So that's simply getting onto your tippy toes, okay? We're gonna have a chair here just for balance, okay? So I'd like you to get up off your feet, onto your feet, sorry, and then we're just gonna be doing raising onto our tippy toes, okay? Now, I don't want you to hold the chair, okay? That's just like a safety net in case you lose your balance, but I really want you to focus on squeezing at the top and getting up there as fast as you can and holding it, okay? So get your camera view of my ankles, holding it at the top and really getting there fast. If it's too hard, yes, you can hold that chair just for balance. If it's too easy, I'd like you to try doing single leg, okay? And yes, you might need to use a chair for that as well, okay? But just more force through each leg. That's going to make it a lot harder. Okay, our next exercise is going to be a single leg balance, just like a hold, okay? Just for time. We're going to do that for 30 seconds, okay? What I want you to do is simply stand on that one leg, 30 seconds, okay? Now, if that is too hard, you can use that chair as that safety net, just hold it for the whole time, okay? Now, if that's too easy, I'd like you to try use your weight. So that drink bottle we talked about, same thing. Just standing on that one leg, holding your drink bottle. Okay, if you need to hold your arms out wide for balance, you can do that, especially since this exercise is working your balance and coordination. Okay, and our very last exercise is going to be a plank. This works your core, so your abdominals, you know, those six-pack abs, you know, your washboard abs that you were talking about before. Okay, so we're going to get on the ground. We're going to get on our elbows, okay? And we're going to hold that position there. I'm going to give you a side on view in just a second. Okay, we're going to keep our body off the floor and hold that position. So it'll look like this from the side. You want to make sure that you've got a straight back, like mine here. I can literally rest something on my back. We're keeping our whole body tight and switched on. We're really engaging that midsection here. Okay, now if that's too hard, we don't have to go on our elbows, we can go on our hands. Okay, so the exact same thing, to think about, just on our hands, just like this. Okay, if you really want to challenge, you can move from the position on your elbows to on your hands. Okay, just like that, 10 times. Otherwise, we're holding the plank for 20 seconds. So, John, that's the main part of our workout complete. Remembering that you can take up to a minute in between those sets. Okay, so really give yourself some rest. Okay, so now we're going to get into our cool down. This is just to get our body just nice and relaxed back into normal function, I guess. So, first thing I want you to do is walk around your house or your yard just for 5 minutes. So, this is very self-explanatory. Just walking around. Okay, very easy. Second thing I want you to do is, after 5 minutes of that, is to get on the floor. We are going to do a stretch here. So we're leaning forward, trying to touch our toes, okay? Keeping our knees straight. So this is really going to stretch your lower back and hamstrings. Okay, I want you to hold that 10 seconds on, 10 seconds holding that stretch, then 10 seconds off and just resting, okay? Last thing I want you to do is a shoulder stretch, okay? You can stay on the floor for this. Really want you to just pull that shoulder as far as you can. 10 seconds on and 10 seconds off. Okay? And that's your workout done, John. I hope you enjoy it and I hope you can get through it. That'll be a great effort. Have a good day.